Hello, good evening. Welcome back to Istanbul, Turkey for FIBA EuroBasket 2017 round of 16 action. The game tonight, Spain against Turkey. Well, Spain, you have to say, are the kings of European basketball, winners of 3 of the last 4 EuroBaskets. They even got to the podium. They finished 3rd in 2013, 3rd at last year's Olympics. Obviously a famous history. Already today, we've watched Latvia roll to a big victory over Montenegro, and Serbia put away a very impressive Hungary. Congratulations to Hungary on a great EuroBasket, as well as Montenegro. And after this one, it'll be Croatia taking on Russia. Well, I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Josh Davis, and we've been able to see Turkey play a lot, Josh, and this is our first look at Spain, and we're pretty excited about it.
Yeah, this is definitely a game that any basketball fan wants to catch. We expect tremendous action back and forth. Obviously, Spain is so dominant at this EuroBasket, but Turkey has shown that they have an ability to slow down teams and take them out of their comfort zone. Well, speed up teams, actually, for that matter. But Spain, they're experienced, proven winners. You know, a team that's very familiar with each other against an inexperienced Turkey squad. You know, we're in for hopefully a thrilling battle.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to meet the teams.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Istanbul, Turkey. It's the FIBA EuroBasket round of 16 clash between Turkey and Spain. And this crowd in the Sinan Erdem Arena is fired up. They know their team is a big underdog tonight, going up against the powerhouse Spain. But they're going to give everything they've got. It's youngsters, the Cedi Osmans, the Furkan Korkmaz's, the Meli Mamatoglus, the Kanan Sepahis, Semi Erdens. They're going to come out and they're going to play hard. We have got an exciting game for you. Josh, some interesting numbers you might want to share about Spain that we were talking about, where they are in the statistical categories in this tournament. That just kind of illustrates how big of a challenge this is for Turkey.
So we've talked in the past about a few teams maybe coasting through the group phase. Spain has not done that at all. They've been very highly powered, very functional. They're actually second in the tournament at 90 points per game, but then they're first in defense, allowing just 60 points per game. And obviously, if you do the math, that's a plus 30-point differential on average. So they are beating teams by an average of 30 points. How are they doing that? They lead the tournament in rebounding, so they're dominating the glass. They lead the tournament in three-point field goal percentage at 45%, so they're knocking down outside shots. Paul Gasol's leading the way with 16 points per game. They're getting the inside play. They're first in assists, so they share the ball. Basketball-wise, you can't ask for a more complete team than this Spanish team right here. So, again, Turkey, they lead the whole tournament in steals. We see them been able to play a very frantic pace. Can they speed up this Spanish squad? Can they make Ricky Rubio, Sergio Rodriguez uncomfortable? We'll see it. We'll know that Turkey's going to bring all kinds of switching defenses the entire game, a lot of pressure. That's why we're expecting a very exciting basketball game.
Well, Spain, obviously, in this very arena, 7 years ago, the 2010 FIBA Basketball World Cup fell to Serbia right at the death. I'm not sure they have good memories of this place. Of course, Pau Gasol did not play in that game. And he's playing tonight along with his brother Mark. And there's Sergio Scariolo. And that was really the biggest disappointment for Spain under Scariolo. And anyway, more on that later. We're going to have a pause in the commentary for the playing of the national anthems. So the national anthems have been played in Turkish. Always bellow it out, and it really gets everybody fired up here. These players know each other very well. Most of them compete against each other, whether it's in European leagues, the NBA, wherever. They've bumped into each other along the way. See Sergio Rodriguez shaking the hands of Ufuk Sarıca, the head coach of Turkey that we've been so impressed with. And there, of course, is Pau Gasol, who, oh gosh, for my money, he's got to be up there as one of the greatest, if not the greatest, in Europe. That's always up for debate. Cristiano Maranhão, Takaki Kato, and Tomas Jasovicius from Brazil, Japan, and Lithuania are doing the refereeing for tonight's game. And now I'm going to make a pitch. I'm pitching the ball to you, Josh Davis, to talk about the rosters.
Well, starting off with the home team Turkey, even though they'll be the road team for this particular game as the lower seed. Potential superstars, Cedi Osman, can he really bring it here tonight? They're counting on him. And obviously, Melih Mamatoğlu has been on fire. You see him in the starting lineup alongside Kenan Sapahi, obviously Cedi Osman. Semi Erden is going to have his work cut out for him with the Gasol brothers, and that's why Shanley is going to be there alongside him to guard those big guys from Spain inside. Meanwhile, on the Spanish side, you know, it's a who's who of stars and really superstars, obviously led by Pau Gasol, the veteran, 37 years of age, the all-time leading scorer in the history of EuroBasket. But he's got a lot of help. Sergio Rodriguez, Juan Carlos Navarro, Ricky Rubio, Marc Gasol, the Hernan Gomez brothers. You know, so much talent on this squad, so much depth. And you see the starting five. They've been together for a while. Juan Navarro, Ricky Rubio, Emeterio, and obviously the Gasol boys. You know, they're a confident team.
And you know how good is Spanish basketball that they played the Olympics last year, and then they bring in San Emeterio and Marc Gasol back. There you have Pau Gasol, Semi Erden, obviously Gasol, MVP of the World Championship, or World Cup in 2006, twice the MVP of the EuroBaskets. And Semi Erden coming off the injury. Of course, he was a big player in the team that finished second here in the FIBA Basketball World Cup against the USA in 2010. Ufuk Sarıca trying to get the best out of Erden and all of his young players. I have been utterly impressed by this man. I have to say, he's my favorite Turkish coach since I've been watching international basketball. He's been fantastic, both enthusiasm, but also as a strategist. And there you have Sergio Scariolo. I mean, if ever there were a perfect coach for Spain, that's it. I mean, the proof is in the results and the way they play and the way this team always seems to have a good chemistry under him.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a coach's dream to be able to coach a team like this. They love playing together. They have great chemistry. They're unselfish. You know, we saw them in practice the other day, very loose, very relaxed, you know, having fun, enjoying this. Obviously, it's the only time they get to spend together throughout the year as they all go off to their relative teams. But as you mentioned, Coach Sarıca from Turkey, you know, as a fellow coach, he's really getting everything out of his guys. You know, they came in with so many questions, people questioning their talent, their depth, but they cannot question their effort. And that's why you expect them to at least be able to compete in this game. And you hear the fans going crazy.
Of course, I said that about Scariolo. I've got the utmost respect as well for Pepe Hernandez, who led him to the world title in 2006. Of course, he's sitting right beside him. So I need to say that. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the city where East meets West, and it's Spain against Turkey in the round of 16. And as you can tell, this place is absolutely rocking. Juan Carlos Navarro over to Rubio, and Rubio comes right out and hits a wide open three-pointer.
And if there's any doubts about Ricky Rubio's game, it is his three-point shot. But he silences those critics for now as he hits the opening, scores on the opening possession already.
Look at the three-point shooting in the tournament, which you touched on. Cedi Osman, number 6, has been sensational for Turkey at this EuroBasket. As has Mamatoğlu, who has the ball, looking for space, gets it to Shanley, and that Spanish defense forces a turnover, and quickly in the transition, Juan Carlos Navarro.
And Ricky Rubio doing what he does, getting the steal. He's averaging 2 a game, and then a nice look-up pass to Navarro. You see those assists, 25 a game for Spain, leading the tournament. Such a great job finding each other.
Shanley's going to set a high pick. Going to do a roll, shoot it just inside the arc, and bank it in. First points for Turkey. You know what's open now.
Yeah, the late night bank account there for Shanley.
First deposit. Another three for Rubio, this time short.
He has been knocking down about 1.8 threes per game. Obviously, the FIBA line a little bit closer than what he's used to in the NBA.
Well, it's a chance for him to build some confidence in that shot. Shanley again, and this time too long again. San Materio fouled. San Materio, you might remember he was the last cut last year for the Olympic squad. Here he is driving. He was they had held a big sign up for him in Rio once they had their bronze medals. They showed he won the title this year with Valencia in Spain, their first ever league title. And he was a huge part of that. Here's Pau Gasol now. Gasol, followed by Shanley. Remember, it's that Turkish defense which is playing to rave reviews. Gasol drives in, Marc Gasol, and a foul. And I think this is what Spain have been looking forward to. They heard this a little bit in Romania, but this is a different type of challenge. Here it is again. And Simi Erden raked him on the right shoulder. They called the foul Shanley.
Yeah,
he's got two.
He wasn't there in time. You saw his feet were inside the semicircle. You see the stats of Marc Gasol not shooting that much. He's not playing poorly or anything like that. You have to remember, a lot of these stats are misleading for the individuals considering they're only playing about 20 minutes a game as they've had massive leads in the second half.
And I think really free throw percentage for both teams in the tournament. I think the only thing that matters, the only stat that matters for Spain and all these players are the wins. That's the only thing that any of them care about.
And again, Croatia was the one team that gave them a challenge. Spain only won that game by 6 points.
Mamatoglu drives in. And outlet pass quickly to Rubio. No look. Gasol quickly inside the Pau. And he misses. Heard all sorts of noises in the crowd. Cedi Osman. And makes his move and then loses out of bounds. It's a big test for Cedi Osman as he prepares to make the move across the Atlantic to the NBA.
Well, he's definitely had a great tournament, obviously leading this Turkish team in points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks, doing it all for them. And he needs to be doing the exact same kind of effort here tonight.
Rubio open again. And long rebound out to Marc Gasol. Marc Gasol dribbles between the legs. Patented fadeaway jumper off one leg, off one foot. It's no good. There it is. Going to work against Gasol. Hands it off, and Shanley, excellent interior passing.
Yeah, obviously a lot of size in there for Spain and Turkey. And great two-man action between Erden and Shanley. And not a bad start for Turkey, especially defensively. Spain not getting everything they want. And they'll live with Rubio taking threes all day.
Gasol again to his brother. This time doesn't make it. And Shanley gets it quickly to Mamatoglu. Turkey likes to run, but so does Spain. So they have to play with some control inside to Sapahi.
Well, we haven't called on his name yet, but he's probably been the most consistently solid all-around player in a lot of ways aside from Osman.
Yeah, he's got a big future. Kanan Sapahi, number 25. There he is from behind. And he thought he had all ball. But this is Turkey. They are going to hound you. They are going to be all over you as much as they can. This is Gasol missing and triggering the break.
See great give and go action between Sapahi and Shanley. Back to Sapahi again. He actually leads his team in point differential at a plus 8.8. Now, obviously, he doesn't do all the scoring himself, but when he's on the floor, they just play better. It's plain and simple. He's long, guards the point guard, he hounds them, and he doesn't back down.
Good hands from Sapahi. He's got that length. Scariolo over there, trying to make a few points with the referee. The referee's nodding. Yes, okay, I hear you. Gasol off the backboard. Was that intentional, I wonder? And San Materio just makes the mid-ranger.
Gasol gets the assist. Unorthodox, passing it off the backboard.
Shanley had a foot on the arc. Sheridan with the rebound. Goes right up and
Kind of rushed it. Yeah, he kind of rushed that, right? But again, some good signs for Turkey early on here.
again. San Materio. So yes, folks, he did get the assist.
Sergio Rodriguez checks in for Juan Carlos Navarro. Rodriguez.
Now, two pure point guards really in the game. That's Rubio and Rodriguez.
Yeah, Rodriguez actually leading them in assists. Just about 6 a game.
San Materio spins, gets in. Starting off the backboard. Cedi Osman. Played in the World Cup in Spain. Did Osman back in 2014. Go back. Got a chance to go up against the USA. Hands it off to Airden. Oh, nice pass, Airden, but then Sapahi misses the easy one. Beautifully constructed play. Just no finish. And Shanley saying he had the ball, but instead he's got his third foul.
Turkey does have size on the bench. We expect either Aldemir or Hersek to maybe check in. 3 first quarter fouls.
Monter and Gomez is going to come in for San Materio, who's been the second leading scorer for Spain, coming off his impressive first season in the NBA with Denver. So Ufuk Sarica already has a difficult decision to make regarding Shanley. Does he leave him in with 3 fouls? Because he feels like obviously he needs him on the bench. I mean, they're getting good shots, good looks on offense. Only 1 of 2.
But they also understand that as soon as they kind of go down in size, the Gasol brothers can't exploit that.
So Hersek is going to come into the game, presumably for Shanley.
The lineup for Spain right now featuring 5 players who were in the NBA last year.
Yeah, only Rodriguez won't be going back as you look at the foul there.
It's going to CSKA, right?
For the CSKA Moscow. Best team in Europe.
Strong tradition.
Yeah. And Cedi Osman loses it, fumbles it away.
That is kind of 2 sloppy turnovers for Osman, but he's got to stay poised.
Rodriguez. Marc Gasol. And Pau Gasol, they're scrapping away. And I think it's Hersek comes in.
Number 7, give the man
commits the foul.
First personal foul.
And what more can you say about Pau Gasol? Still battling for every rebound, leads his team at about 9 rebounds per game. Obviously, we mentioned the fact that he's the all-time leading scorer in EuroBasket now. He's been doing it for...
Rubio sits down, Joan Sastre comes in, the sharpshooter from Valencia basket. Again, another of those players that was vital as they won the title. So good representation from that team on this Spain team. Two other players as well who played last season. So Spain not capitalizing fully at the free throw line. Sepahi. Want to get Mamatoglu involved if possible. Here he goes, drives in. His pass off the underside of the backboard. Rodriguez. His pass to Juancho and Gomez was able to catch it. Marc Gasol again, this time to his brother, and draws the second foul from Ersak.
And there you see that Spain experience. They wanted to get the ball inside the Pau Gasol. Rodriguez makes his way to the wing. They try to front him, go back to the high post to Marc Gasol for the high-low pass, and hard to stop. Turkey yet to shoot a three, and the three-pointer has been a valuable weapon for them this first group phase games.
Well, you would think we'd see Furkan Korkmaz come in as quickly as possible, as well as Sinan Guler, captain for Turkey. And Gasol rattles in that one. And coming in is Pierre Oriola, another of the Valencian players last season. He's actually on the way to Barcelona.
That allows Turkey to go a little smaller now.
Smaller,
faster,
quicker. And with Gasol going out, perhaps not as disadvantaged on the boards as if he were remaining. Turkey had decent size at all positions, with the exception perhaps of Mamatoglu. So Rodriguez picks up his first foul. Only the second for Spain, so they're nowhere near. Look at the Germans. Well, what do you want to do tonight, guys? Going to town or go watch some basketball? Let's go watch some basketball. Germany beat France yesterday to get to the quarterfinals.
The winner of this game will obviously play Germany.
Osman. Yeah, Turkey looked tight. All of their shots are long, aren't they? Rodriguez. And his pass to Gasol. And Gasol. Spinning move. Soft touch.
He's so good when he catches the ball in the post with those little shoulder fakes. Puts the defense slightly off balance. He's able to get his shot off with ease.
So, low scoring game. Oriola picks up his first, 14-6. I mean, 6 points for Turkey, and we're more than 8 minutes into the opening quarter. Mamatoglu banks it in. He's the man. He's the guy that has to get it going, without question.
Yeah, he comes in scoring about 15 points a game, shooting 55% from three. He's been doing it over the last about 4 games now.
Sastre, a little give and go action. Now over to Rodriguez. Sergio goes behind his back, between his legs. Jump shot. Good. Boy, that aspect of his game has just hit a different level.
You see him just dancing with Semi Erden and a step back three. Pretty good defense from Erden as well. Able to move his feet.
They were just shooting that the other night during practice, making them all the time.
Yeah, Spain was just not missing.
Korkmaz on the baseline. Osman trying to crash the boards with Juancho. Gomez got the rebound. Rodriguez bounce pass, wide open, Oriola. Sastre. And a foul down low. Juancho Gomez.
You're seeing a lot of guys bend over for Turkey. Semi Erden, he's played the whole first quarter. 2 quick fouls. Sapahi's tired too. But that's the beauty of a knockout game, is you can rest if you go home.
So Juancho Gomez goes down, as does Marc Gasol. Willie Gomez comes in, as does Fernando Sanamaterio. And Oriola fouls Korkmaz.
Yeah, nice cut there on the baseline inbounds pass. Korkmaz smartly goes for the pump fake. Vesiloglu has been a very good energy guy for this Turkish team. Loves to get the crowd into the game. You'll hear him, you'll probably see him raising his hands to the crowd at some point.
The way that Turkey have played at this EuroBasket, I mean, they can put points on the board in a hurry. And the way they've started suggests to me that they're not that far away from going on a run.
Yeah, they have to be happy with their defense. Anytime you can keep the Spanish team under 20.
So we got some full court pressure here. Look for the trap. They're going to force him to the side. They drop back. Spain has scouted them. They're down. So the final seconds ticking off the clock here. The first quarter. Rodriguez gets the pick. Aaron Gomez rolls. Rodriguez for 3. And good rebound from Oriola. Goodness me. Mamatoglu, I think it's after. He doesn't make it anyway.
Yeah, Oriola with a great crashing at the boards there.
He's impressive. Here it is again. Look at this.
Yeah, no box out by Korkmaz. He just skies over him and able to put it in.
19-10. Spain on top at the end of 1. So not a thing of beauty at all if you're a Turkish basketball fan. I mean, both teams with 4 made shots inside the arc. Turkey have only taken 1 from 3-point range. They've missed it. And Spain getting to the free throw line often.
Yeah, Turkey a little bit lucky that Spain's missed on 3 free throw attempts, or else there would be a double-digit lead. But if you're Turkey, again, you understand that you haven't really had a good chance of knocking down open shots, but you're competing. And that's all they can really ask for. And then once they start scoring, potentially to set up their press, speed up the game a little bit. And Spain right now, a lot of action going through the post. The Gasol brothers getting touches, or at least when they're in the game, on almost every possession. So they're slowing down the game a little bit. They don't want to play up to that Turkish tempo that we've seen in the group phase.
So for Spain right now, 5 points for Marc Gasol. And spreading the wealth. 4 for Shanley, but he also has 3 fouls. So he's out of the game. Korkmaz, Sipahi, Furkan Aldemir now checks in. Cedi Osman.
Yeah, scoreless quarter.
Sinan Gouler's in. So see if the captain, who admitted at the end of the group phase, Sinan Gouler, he seemed to the right down there being guarded by Sastre, that he wasn't playing well. He felt like he was letting his team down. He's got the ball now. Cedi Osman. And Cedi Osman again loses the ball. So he's having a nightmare start tonight offensively.
Yeah, they need to get him going. Scoreless first quarter for him and Erden. The 2 guys are counting on to put points on the board. You see the alley-oop.
And Pau Gasol flies in for the dunk.
Pau Gasol still showing the bounce that he has in his legs.
Spain by 11 now. Korkmaz, get ready for takeoff, folks. And he decided not to challenge the rim, but nevertheless showed a nice touch.
Yeah, we said that this is his kind of game. Tremendous talent, a lot of confidence. We expect him to step up.
Rodriguez's pass batted away by Sinan Gouler, but Fernando Santimaterio gets it, launches it, and shot clock violation. You know, a couple of threes from Turkey, they're right back in it. Only trailing by 9. They just need they need to start seeing the ball go through the hoop like that.
Yeah, just a great pick and roll action from Spain. Gasol stretches out to throw it down.
They've not been as confident right at the hoop tonight.
So 5 turnovers for Turkey, just 1 for Spain.
Safahi steps in, and he gets the shot blocked. And Sinan Gouler commits Turkey's first here in the quarter. I think Sorica had wanted
Exactly. You saw that too.
3 rather than to put the ball down and drive.
Yeah, saw Gasol altering that shot. That's going to bring Safahi out of the game, actually. Yeah, they don't want him to pass up on open threes.
You might see him. He's getting some words, some coaching from Sorica.
Sorica brings in Koksal. I expected Dosh Bombay to check in with his energy.
Aaron Gomez gets it to Sastre. Fernando Santimaterio, shot clock winding down, and violation.
Shot clock violation.
So 2 back-to-back strong possessions defensively for Turkey, forcing consecutive 24-second shot clock violations.
If there's one thing you don't often see with Spain, it's needing that much time to get a shot off. So Turkish defense, some promising signs there. Sinan Gouler. And falling over was Koksal. Lots and lots of turnovers here for Turkey in the first half. Gasol wide open, good.
They just lost him on that possession. Gasol trailing the play, and he's been knocking the three-point shots down throughout the tournament, averaging 1 per game made on 44%.
So 12 points the lead. I mean, we were talking about it before the game, and you kind of indicated the look. You see the shooting percentages there. The look on the faces of the Turkey players, it wasn't so much one of intimidation, but one of, gee, this is going to be a tough game.
Yeah, I mean, they understood. I mean, it's not just the pressure that's on them. You know, do people expect them to win? Not necessarily, but the way they've played throughout this tournament, people are expecting them to play fast, to play strong, to have solid defense. But then you look across the court during warm-ups and you see all that experience, all those proven winners on the Spanish side. And when you're young, you know, it can have an effect on you. Some guys do rise up to that, and we expect some of these Turkish guys to do so. They just haven't been able to deliver that in the first 12 minutes plus. You know, Cedi Osman right now, pretty quiet, to say the least, with those 3 kind of big turnovers. Can he just see the ball go through the basket one time? Can he get 1 block? Can he just make a play? Make a play to get himself, you know, going a little bit, get his confidence back, and get some momentum for Turkey.
Yeah, it's not a good stat line for him right now. They're -9 when he's on the floor, points-wise. 1 rebound, 3 turnovers. He's missed his only shot. So Osman out of the game. Koksal, Aldemir, so they're going big right now. Aldemir and Semierden. Trying a different lineup. Sinan Gouler, the veteran. Dribbling up top. Looking for Korkmaz to go back door. Now he comes up top. And then he puts up a little, beautiful shot from the baseline.
And he's one of those guys who's clearly willing to step up. 6 points already for Korkmaz off the bench.
I thought this game might favor him just because it seems like he likes the fast up and down game, but he's actually getting it done in the half court as well. And that bounce pass read by Koksol, and then Aldemir gets the block, but then Willie Gomez stays with it and still puts it up and in.
Yeah, Willie Gomez, tremendous rebounder, getting 8 rebounds a game in this tournament.
Spain trying to deny Goulet. And he puts up a tough shot. And there was Korkmaz, almost like Pau Gasol at the other end, although at a more acute angle, throwing it off the backboard. Marc Gasol going to come in with Spain leading by 10. And the pass to Willie Gomez. Simeoden trying to bat it over to Aldemir instead of rebounding it. Now
nice backdoor.
And Sastre lays it up and in.
Yeah, Willie Gomez able to fake the handoff. Sastre the backdoor cut, easy layup. There's a lob.
Pass, and Birking Korkmaz is well and truly into this game now.
Could that be the play, Jess? It gets Turkey going. Still down 10, but Korkmaz, what a start for him.
Well, he was almost anonymous, completely anonymous in their last game. San Materio shot no good, and Pau Gasol knocked it out of Simeoden's hands, but Aldemir was there to pick it up. Entry pass, Aldemir. Got to know where you're throwing the ball. Now to Willie Gomez. Good hands. Good hands from, look at that hustle from Turkey. Look at the hustle. Here comes Korkmaz. He's in the open floor. Terrific.
Wisely pulls it out. 1-on-3 fast break, not in your favor.
3 guys hustled down the floor for Turkey on defense. Aldemir takes a 3.
And again, not the shot you want if you're Turkey right now as they're trying to make that run. Aldemir hasn't hit a 3 the entire tournament and
Spain just being a little bit overcomplicating things. Just catch it, come down, and go up. But Willie Gomez shot it over the rim. And timeout calls so Aldemir can tie his shoe. So 3 of the starters are coming back into the game. Sastre goes out along with Willie Gomez and San Materio. Navarro, Rubio, and Marc Gasol back in. Look at Sorica. You can see in his face, finally, it feels like with Korkmaz, they've got something going. Rodriguez goes out. Top, to guard Goulet.
so who's going to guard the other Gasol brother, as obviously Erden will be matched up with one of them.
Korkmaz puts it on the deck. Steps back 3. And scrapping for the ball, Simeoden. And was fouled.
Couldn't even hear the whistle. So much noise from these Turkish fans. Simeoden, you'd want him to at least knock down the shot. He's right at the basket. Simeoden battling for that rebound. Pump fakes. Rubio claiming that I fouled him while he was still on the ground in the fake, but 2 shots nonetheless for Erden.
So it could be much worse for Turkey, but the one good thing that's been consistent, really, has been they've been fighting, really from the beginning. A little bit nervous at the start, but they have been battling. Now Cedi Osman is back in. If they can just get him going, they can get even closer. They do have the foul issues with Shanley with the 3 fouls. And second free throw falls in for Erden as well. three-point attempt. And they've called a technical foul on Ufu Savicha. I think he was upset because he was complaining on that missed free, or on the free throw rather, that Spain had interfered with the ball when it was going in. Should have been goal interference or goaltending.
That's a tough call for Turkey because you got the stop from your press, forcing Spain into a quick shot.
So I think it was the Brazilian referee that had enough and called the technical. Coxo fouls Rodriguez.
Coxo just a little bit too aggressive with his defense there. Good ball pressure, but then swung his right arm.
Well, the technical has only fired up the crowd a little bit more. An offensive foul called on Rubio. So it wasn't as bad as it could have been. That's 2 fouls on Rubio.
And Rubio looking so much more grown now with that beard and the tattoos. No longer just the kid we saw at under 16 European Championships.
You could see how he was setting like a pick and he was kind of shuffling his feet and moving to the right. So good call by the ref, really, from my vantage point. So timeout as Scariolo, despite the struggles of Turkey, his team's only up 9.
Spain getting a lot of shots in the paint, but not converting at the clip they're used to. Just 46% inside the paint overall, shooting just 38%, 3 of 10 from 3. So again, a lot of credit to this Turkish defense, forcing Turkey into these forcing Spain into tougher shots. Turkey unable to convert from the three-point line yet, and you expect them to eventually do so at some point. Perhaps Mamutoglu, but also Cedi Osman, very capable. Korkmaz as well. They need one.
Well, they're playing Turkey, the number 2 team in the world in the rankings, behind the USA. Obviously, the USA far ahead, really, with all the success they've had since the 2008 Olympics. Winning all the Olympic gold medals and the world titles since that point. The Spain have been not right beneath them.
Yeah, Spain's definitely been their biggest challenger. And when it comes to the EuroBasket, Spain's been the king, as you said, 3 of the last 4 championships. A lot of dribbling here from Korkmaz.
Korkmaz is going to take on Gasol. Puts it up, and it's good. Are you ready, Philadelphia? Looks like you have a player. 12 points for him. Here it is again.
And again, it seemed like he wasn't sure whether or not to attack, and everyone told him, go ahead. 12 points now for Korkmaz.
And he is hitting his jump shot right now. He's definitely good shooting the 3 as well. Now the pass to Gasol. Rodriguez takes it. Spain's lead is 7. Rodriguez, that's off. Cedi Osman with the open floor. Korkmaz. Navarro open. Tried to will it in with his body motion. Now Korkmaz in the open floor. Decides to hold it up. You can see Savicha really involved calling the play. Korkmaz says, I'm just going to take it. But again, he misses. This time, Coxo, offensive rebound. And Turkey has a lid on the basket right now. And look at Turkey scrapping away for the ball. And Navarro letting
how unlucky were Turkey on that possession? 3 or 4 attempts. Coxel's there. Erden looking to tip it in. Rolls around the rim. They're able to draw a foul Navarro and keep the possession.
Yeah, Navarro's just reaching up. You can see why he disagreed with that call.
See the 1-2-2 zone now from Spain.
Look at that, all over Cedi Osman, aware he wants to shoot the three, but he still hits it. And just like that, it's a 4-point game.
What a big shot from Cedi Osman. And you can hear this crowd getting into it just a little bit.
The scene on air is rocking. Marc Gasol misses. But a foul on Semi Erden.
And Paul Gasol might be one of the best players ever at drawing fouls on rebounds. If he doesn't get the ball, he will wave his arms. And you see Semi Erden just kind of laughing it off.
Here it is again.
So you saw Semi Erden holding it, of course.
And cost him 2 points. And Soricha has to be careful. You see he comes all the way out, close to midcourt, as if to say, you can't make that call. But, I mean, to be fair, Semi Erden did have his hands, both hands on Gasol.
Yeah, it's a physical game.
Part of it, yeah.
You can't do that. You just can't.
As long as you call it at both ends.
Yeah, you just can't do that.
We saw call foul on Navarro at the other end.
Spain does come in averaging 45 rebounds a game. Obviously, a lot of that thanks to the fact they've played great defense. But Turkey so far out-rebounding Spain. So, again, you can't fault Turkey's efforts. And that's why they're only down 6 is by scoring just 25 points.
Remember, Turkey, they've been in a bunch of close games. They started with a 76-73 loss to Russia. That was an Alexei Shved late three-pointer with the hand in the face, a full 1.5 meters behind the arc. Still made the game-winning shot. And after beating Great Britain, they fell by 6 to Serbia. That game was probably closer than that final score indicated. They beat Belgium, and then they lost by 10 to Latvia. Although at one point it looked like they were going to come back and win that game as well. So this is a team that will fight all the way to the end. Spain are in, you would think, for a tough night tonight.
Yeah, it's a great thing about having a young team is you play like you have nothing to lose.
I mean, we looked at the roster before the tournament. I did certainly, and thought, goodness me, where's everybody for Turkey? So the fact that they've made it this far and they've been this competitive is a real tribute to their desire and the coach, in my opinion. They've been awesome. Semi Erden. Fouled by Pau Gasol. Words being exchanged. Remember, Semi Erden spent some time in the NBA.
One-time member of the Cavaliers and Celtics. I think it's just right there, that swipe after the so you see Semi Erden staring him down.
So this is a key moment. Korkmaz has been carrying him offensively. He goes out, and Mamutoglu comes in.
Can they just get him one clean look beyond the arc?
They should be able to. Being guarded by Navarro. There he goes. Nope. Pump fake, Koksol. And just a little too hard. And then Gasol can't collect it, but his brother chases it down and saves the inbound. Smart.
Koksol's made some good moves, but hasn't been able to convert.
He's got the $1 million move, but as they say, a 5-cent finish. Gasol spins. Rodriguez, shot clock winding down. He's got to put it up, and he makes it. That is a tough shot.
Yeah, the silences the crowd. Another strong defensive possession for Turkey, but Rodriguez hits that little corner jump shot.
Goulet pulls up at the line. Now Spain will have the last possession. Unless Turkey can force a turnover here. They've got a foul to give, Turkey. You don't want to foul him in the motion, though, that's for sure. And Navarro gets fouled with 6 seconds. He knew that it was coming.
Rodriguez able to get that shot just before the buzzer. Oxel right in his grill, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect the shot at all.
Remember, this is a Spain team missing Sergio Yul, who coming into the season you might have said best player in Europe, maybe. Tore his ACL before the tournament.
Yeah, against Belgium in a preliminary game.
Shooting percentages. And obviously Turkey are without Ömer Aşık, their giant center, who was unwell really at the start of the year and just hasn't gotten back to full fitness. And they're also without Bobby Dixon or Ali Mohammed, who would have been the point guard. But you know, I was talking to somebody about this the other day, and if Turkey, if they have Bobby Dixon or Ali Mohammed, well then maybe you don't have the development of Kenan Sipahi, of Furkan Korkmaz, of Cedi Osman. They've got the ball in their hands more.
Right, there's always a silver lining in any situation. Injuries are part of the game. Guys have to step up when they're when their number's called. And like you said, Ersan Ilyasova, another guy that Turkey usually can count on. And that opened the door for, again, Korkmaz and Osman on the wings to really have to step up and say, all right, I might be the new go-to guy. So, will the results be different with those guys? Who knows? But you've got to play with the 12 that you have.
Gasol goes right at Cedi Osman, passes to Marc Gasol, and Turkey at least have a defensive stand there at the end. Boy, what a low-scoring game. Spain go to the half on top, 33-25.
Yeah, the low-scoring game probably favoring Turkey right now, even though they're behind. Again, just 1 for 6 from 3. The one shot there from, I believe it was Korkmaz. Again, Turkey out-rebounding Spain. Very surprising there, but you see that key stat, 0 steals for Turkey. They have been able to play their game, which is fast break, up-tempo, frantic. Again, 7 turnovers already, just a 3 for Spain. And again, Spain, so experienced, know each other, don't kind of waste possessions too much. Granted, they're not knocking down shots, just 12 and 32 overall, but Turkey not able to capitalize on their good defenses. They're just 37% themselves.
And actually, it's Cedi Osman that had the 3, but it's the only offense that he's been able to bring. So we are at halftime, and you might have thought Spain would roll to a big victory in this one, but when you play Turkey in Turkey, when they put on, the 12 giant men put on the red shirt, you never count them out. They're down 33-25 at halftime. We'll be right back. 33-25, Spain on top of Turkey in the round of 16 game at the FIBA EuroBasket. And, you know, we expected Spain to come out strong, and they haven't been quite as strong as we anticipated, but that owes a lot to the defense they've been facing and the overall intensity that Turkey have played with, not just tonight, but in this entire FIBA EuroBasket. And that's one of the reasons why we think they're on the right path. You know, whether their journey at the EuroBasket ends tonight, for me, it's irrelevant. Obviously, the fans here want to see them get the win, but it looks like they're moving in the right direction. And with the World Cup qualifiers, the World Cup European qualifiers coming up in November, starting Ufuk Sarica, well, he's got to be feeling pretty good about his team's chances.
Yeah, obviously no team's ever going to come in not expecting to win. We would never say that, but you know, in the back of every fan's mind, you can imagine the thought was, I just hope we don't get blown out. And the way Turkey's playing, it's not just a question of they might not get blown out, it's they have a chance to win this game. You know, they haven't knocked down the threes that we've seen in the past. They haven't converted on transition yet. They haven't really done the things that have gotten them to this point, yet they're only down 8 at halftime against one of the best teams in the world. So if I'm Ufuk Sarica in the locker room, I'm telling my guys, hey, we can actually do this. This is not a question of belief. We can actually really do it. So, again, a second half, the next 20 minutes, key. Who's going to be the guys to step up? We've seen Korkmaz in that first half with 12 points, but who's going to help him out? Osman, we're looking at you.
It has to be Osman.
It has to be.
But, you know, the other night, when they struggled against Latvia, you know, they didn't have Korkmaz. So what is it that makes Korkmaz a better fit for this game against Spain than Osman so far? Yeah, it's a tough game to figure, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I can see Osman maybe putting a little bit too much pressure on himself. You know, those 3 turnovers, to be fair, they were turnovers attacking the basket, which is what you do want him to do. Spain was able to either get their hands on it, one time he bounced it out of bounds, the other time they just took it away from him. So he is in attack mode, just hasn't been able to kind of convert on the attack. And now you see him matching up in some ways with Paul Gasol as Turkey going with their relatively small ball lineup, not full small ball, but definitely a little bit smaller with Osman at the 4.
Second half action underway here in the Sinan Erdem Arena. A place that probably doesn't have good memories for a lot of Spanish fans. The Spanish fans don't have good memories of, where they lost to Serbia in the quarterfinals of the FIBA Basketball World Cup back in 2010. Look at the hustle. Look at the absolute hustle of Cedi Osman and Korkmaz getting after it. And this is what has made Turkey a tough team to play. On a couple of occasions, Turkey could have given up on that ball, but they were diving on the floor for the loose ball. And quite frankly, the Gasols can talk to the refs all they want. You just have to tip you have Turkey for hustling. Oh, they've called the foul, Marc Gasol.
We've seen that so many times in this tournament where there's no way Turkey should be able to save possession, and they managed to do so with all-out effort.
But you can see, yeah, that's a bit harsh on Marc Gasol to get a foul called. I mean, he probably is a jump ball or possession. So I take back what I said.
Just the first foul for Marc Gasol.
So Fernando Santimaterio has the interesting assignment on Cedi Osman. He's allowing him to go left, and Osman passes to Gouler. Navarro falls over, and now Semi Erden goes down. Yeah, he's holding his, is it his calf or his knee?
There's a collision there instead of contact.
He's banged up. I mean, he's been, he's carried some injuries.
See here, he's trying to set the screen, and they need a knee.
Need a knee. And that's why Navarro went down as well. I'm not sure.
That's always painful.
Yeah, no straight, so he's just trying to stretch it out.
Even with the brace
up. Absolutely. Here's Gouler. Back to Koksol. And Gouler flies in for the rebound, passes it back outside. And I'm not sure the crowd wanted Koksol to take that one. And Navarro picks up the foul. A hold. And the interesting thing is 3 fouls now on Navarro. We have seen a technical called on Sarica. There you see the replay. So might not want to protest too much with these refs. Almost a careless pass there. Back to Cedi Osman, who puts up a 3 and just grazes the outside of the net. And again, good hustle from Koksel, but he couldn't get it before it went out of bounds. I think this is the most minutes we've seen Koksel play all tournament long. And that was, look at the hustle. And Koksel was tripped up by Marcasol. And then I think he tried to sell the ref on the foul. Look at this.
Yeah, Rubio kind of stuck that left foot out just a little bit.
Yeah, that was a little acting by Koksel. And the pass goes off from Turkey 4 on the shot clock, and once again shot clock winding down, and Spain only not getting into their offense.
We tracked a lot of stats here at the FIBA EuroBasket. We don't track deflections. I guarantee you Turkey would lead the tournament in deflections. They are so active with their hands defensively, passing lanes and on ball carriers.
Ooh, look at that. Rubio gives it to Gasol, over to Navarro, wide open 3, and Marcasol with the rebound, and a new 14 for Spain. Navarro bounce pass to Powell, and then his pass, taken by Korkmaz, and he goes in, misses, and wow, Osman coming over the back, called for the foul. Hard to believe they did not convert.
Yeah, you got a 2-on-1. Your two best athletes. You see good defense there from San Antonio.
Now Koksel reaches in and commits the foul on Rubio. And again, this is how Turkey play. They've got to get it going defensively, get opportunities from the defense. They've had a lot tonight, which they haven't converted, like that last trip. And the pass batted by Gouler. Now Gasol, mismatch on Koksel. And Pau Gasol misses badly. Goodness me, is that the shot they're going to settle for?
Turkey looking to run, but again, have to pull it out. Runs half-court offense. Can they execute? Need a basket here.
Here's Gouler. Cedi Osman for 3. Good! Cedi! The return of the Cedi.
That's a great one, Jim. You are right. Look how calm he looks out there. Knocking down a big shot, cuts to 5.
That deficit back to 5.
Has a job of having to guard.
Rubio wide open, takes it. And Spain's offense not flowing at all.
And we did talk about the fact that Turkey was in Group D, which might have been the toughest group top to bottom. Meanwhile, Spain just one tough challenge.
So what you're saying is Turkey are battle tested. Tough drive. Cedi Osman denied. Now here's where Spain might get something. San Antonio on the break, puts it up and in.
Textbook fast break here. 3-on-2.
And San Antonio, how many times have we seen him on the end of fast breaks in his career?
This game's getting a little bit more physical now. These guys are battling. Again, the winner moves on. To face Germany, Luther, no chance of playing on. So
Mamoutoglou comes in and Koksel goes out, having really been a pest on defense. Now the question is, can Mamoutoglou find some space? He's their best three-point shooter. Oh, he comes in. Oh, what about that? Looked like he was setting the pick, then spun, and just went right down the middle.
Yeah, that was just a phenomenally executed play by Turkey to get Mamutoglu a wide open layup off the inbounds.
San Materio over to Gasol. Decides to bring it in. Navarro catches it again. Shot clock winding down. And the runner, the little teardrop that Juan Carlos Navarro is so famous for.
Yeah, we've seen him hit that shot from beyond the three-point arc. Able to pull it out of anywhere.
Korkmaz and gets blocked by Marc Gasol. And then Gobert fouls Rubio. And what's interesting is something that we talked about before the game. Gobert picks up his second. We talked about Navarro and what he's averaging in terms of minutes. And he's right at 15 minutes per game. And you know what? He's already played tonight 13 minutes. In the big games, Juan Carlos Navarro plays a lot of minutes. Here's Rubio. San Materio is short. That was an air ball.
Yeah, now, great contest by Gobert. Could have just given up the open shot, but able to get his hand up and perhaps get a little piece of it.
Korkmaz behind the back pass to Semierden. Now they need Jetty Osman to create. No, it's going to be Korkmaz and fouled. There's a foul. Is it in the lane?
No, Rubio on the three-point shot. It's going to be three free throws. Wow. Jeff, we say it every game.
We do. Every game. Here it is again. Look.
Yep, on the right hand.
He just nicked him.
That's 3 fouls now for Rubio. Hit the first 3 on the first possession and hasn't really done much since.
I haven't seen, in all honesty tonight, Powell looking strong. I mean, I don't know if the pace of the game, it doesn't seem as if he's himself tonight. So he's gone out. And into the game, Watchard and Gomez. Rodriguez comes back in. Second one is good from Korkmaz. He's a real threat from three-point range. In the Basketball Champions League, he was terrific for Banvit here in Turkey. And makes all 3 free throws.
Yeah, Korkmaz just 20 years old. Such a bright future ahead of him. Leads this game to scoring by a pretty significant margin.
This is a promising show from him tonight. That's for sure. Bodes well for his future. And again, look at Korkmaz. Extending those arms, trying to get the steal. Marc Gasol goes down the lane.
Again, Spain so patient on offense. No one able to stop the big man as he dives down for the dunk.
Gobert hands it off to Airden. Rodriguez 5 and 5.
You see Airden open, it slips out of his hands. Fortunate to go off of Gasol.
Boy, we've seen it so many times. The ball must be wet. And Mamutoglu. Nobody got a hand in the face. Watchard and Gomez was right there. And the inbounds plays are hurting Spain twice with Mamutoglu. And now the foul on Semierden. So Semierden goes out. Remember, he missed the last 4 months of this past season. Had to have shoulder surgery. Has come back and played with the national team. Look at him, and I mean, I got to tell you, he's been very inspirational. Look at him. He's into it. He's giving everything he's got.
And if you would have told the Turkish fans that he'd be giving you double figures each game leading up to this one, they'd be happy about that. Hasn't been able to put his mark down on this one so far, just 2 points.
Shanley's back in the game with the 3 fouls, number 21.
Here's Mamutoglu.
He has a double. Shanley wide open. He's going to take it. and he's not going to make it. Cedi Osman, though, look at the challenge. Juancho Hernangomez for the rebound. Rodriguez passes over to Marc Gasol, and Shanley picks up foul number 4. No, that's a good call. He slid right in front of him. He was too late, wasn't he? Watch.
Well, the arms come down just a little bit.
He was already in the motion, wasn't he? And now they have called a technical foul. Well, what do you think? You think it was a bad call?
So Saricha's actually been ejected from the game.
Wow. Well, things getting a little testy. Saricha needs to be careful. He's already picked up.
Was that his first
technical? So
he's being very
the coach
demonstrative.
has picked up the technical. I think that's it for him, isn't it? So he's gone.
Unless that first one,
the first was
half,
a bench.
Yeah, there you go. There's a bench technical.
So it must have come from the bench, someone else. Marc Gasol makes one of the 2 free throws. And now Navarro will go to the line to take the technical free throw.
So it's getting testy in here for sure. You can't fault Saricha's passion. Again, any one of these 3 points, these free throws, can't give away points to Spain like this. Especially when you're trying to cut into this deficit. You haven't had the lead all game.
So remember that 3:24 remaining in the third, and Saricha gets a technical.
Spain already with 2 points in this possession. Can they make it a 4 or 5 point trip?
Yeah, it was a bench technical foul. That's what it was. It wasn't necessarily on him. So, the pass. There was only a 2-point trip in the end for Spain. Osman cuts back to the middle and is fouled by Rodriguez.
Got any free throws for Osman. Again, the atmosphere in this building is absolutely electric. Close to 10,000 fans.
Just constant noise. Cedi Osman, 13,000 fans here tonight to watch a round of 16 game at the EuroBasket, which probably, well, I have to say is maybe the most prestigious of the Continental Championships. That's up for debate.
I did watch
people in Asia would disagree with that.
Rwanda, Cameroon today. Some very nice highlights in the EuroBasket in that game. But yes, I still agree with the fact that EuroBasket is some of the best basketball you'll see all summer.
Juancho Hernangomez. He's going to take a 3, and, well, way long. Osman dared him to take it.
That's a great matchup as well. Osman versus Juancho Hernangomez. Very similar.
Absolutely. Nice backdoor. Furkan Korkmaz tried to score with a reverse layup. Besioglu went for the rebound, but the ball ends up with Rodriguez.
Marc Gasol, offensive foul. And time with the elbow.
Marc Gasol crosses himself and says, I swear, I didn't foul him. Here it is again, watch this.
Yep, the elbow to the neck region. Osman doing a great job drawing that foul.
But he's bigger, so it's only natural that his arms are going to be a little bit higher, right? He didn't swing his elbow. Right. Well, they're singing now.
Turkey a little bit out of sorts on offensive possession.
Goulet just can't get his jumper at all going in this tournament.
Juancho
almost had the long chance there. Now Osman drops off to help against Rodriguez. It's on line, and the man of the moment, Sergio Rodriguez, just looks so silky smooth every time he releases that jump shot. And that lead is back to 7. So timeout called by Turkey. And Sarica obviously says we shouldn't have to settle for the shot that we just settled for with Sinan Güler. You're not moving where you're supposed to move to, guys.
Again, their half-court offense has gotten better as the tournament's gone along. They've been able to get open shots from Mamoutoglou in the last few games. Nothing really tonight except for those inbound plays. But yeah, just 6 players so far have scored for Turkey. Where is the scoring going to come from? Again, Osman. Korkmaz has shown an ability. Mamoutoglou. These guys need to get a good look to the basket.
In Spain, you know, they played the one tough game against Croatia. But obviously, over the years, they've played many tough games. But you get the feeling this is the toughest game that they've played with this crowd and with this pesky defense that just refuses to go away. And the question, you know, we're going to have to see that they've got what it takes to win it. You know, Turkey without Ersin Ilyasova as well. Another big absence, Omer Ashik. Uğur Savaş has not made it. He didn't make the team. So a lot of new faces, and we were wondering how competitive this Turkey team would be. Well, frankly, folks, they're very competitive. Here's Mamoutoglou, hands it off, gets it back, and he's going to rush that one off the rim. And good offensive rebound and putback from Beceoglu.
And again, he's been one of their energy guys off the bench. You see the press now. They want to trap.
And the drive and the handoff to Pau Gasol, who just lays it up and in.
Again, Sergio Rodriguez, such a high IQ point guard. Understood that all the defensive eyes were going to be on him and finds Gasol on the roll.
Osman, entry pass, and Erden goes up and did not finish well there against Pau Gasol. And now the pass to Pau. And he tries to hand it off to Juancho Gomez. Now over to Sinan Güler. Drives in, lays it up, and scores!
Yeah, poor transition defense that time for Spain. Giving the lane to Güler even though they had guys back. Güler now with his first basket of the game. He get going a little bit.
Got a 10-second differential. Game clock and shot clock. Look at him fight for the ball. Now Seti Osman in the open floor. Bounce pass. Mamoutoglou. Final seconds ticking off. Spain trying to push it up the floor. They don't want to foul him. Rodriguez, he's a man. Oh, no. Chacho. The three-pointer.
And if you're Turkey, again, you got to keep that momentum going from those last couple of plays. The Sergio Rodriguez. A lovely crossover, creates the space, launches it. Nothing but the bottom of the net. The buzzer of the third quarter. What a shot, Sergio Rodriguez.
So Chacho knocks it in and takes it back to a 6-point lead. He's got 11 points and 7 assists. 49-43, Spain on top after 3. So the statistics, shooting statistics at the end of the third, the three-pointers aren't falling, and if those start to fall for Turkey, certainly that would make a difference. But look at the difference in the free throws. All of a sudden, they are getting to the line more, and pretty good percentage there.
Yeah, Turkey, again, pretty much giving everything they have to get back to this game, and you can just sense that they're right there. Can they just hit that one open shot? And you see they're getting a couple of steals now. 4 for the game after not having any in the first half. So that third quarter, much more to their liking. They were able to actually win the quarter, 18-16. And now becomes a question: can you win the next 3-minute stretch, and another 3-minute stretch, and obviously the last 4 minutes of the quarter, the last 4 minutes of the game really will be decided by who can execute that stretch.
Korkmaz, by the way, has a game-high 15 points. Rodriguez has the 11th to lead Spain. I mean, Pau Gasol, that kept him in check, just 9 points, 6 rebounds. And Marc Gasol, 8 points and 4 rebounds. So Alex Abrinas, he had to leave the tournament after getting injured. Fourth quarter underway here in the Sinan Erdem Arena. Turkey showing us a lot of fight as they have this entire EuroBasket. Mamoutoğlu for 3. Goes in and out. Offensive rebound. Oh, the swat from Pau Gasol. And then Gouler almost forces the turnover. And a foul called by the Lithuanian referee on Osman.
And again, Pau Gasol, 37 years of age, blocking that shot at its highest peak. You see the offensive rebound by Erdem, but Gasol rejecting it with the left hand.
Only as old as you feel, right? Mamoutoğlu is on Rodriguez. Now Rubio gets it to Juancho, Hernan Gomez, and J.D. Osman chases it down. A lot of contact, but I think the refs got it right. They let him play. Kenan Gouler probes. Gouler from the left. Mamoutoğlu with the rebound. Here comes Turkey. There's the press. Sanamaterio into the corner. Juancho and Gomez. Good. Well, more from the wing.
That's how you break the press. Obviously, guys are going to be open. They found him on the opposite side of the floor for his first points of the night.
That's incredible. He came in as the second leading scorer for Spain in the EuroBasket. Osman open, and
second one in a row that goes in and out. Heartbreaking shots here from Turkey.
Rubio pulls up at the line. Good. Ricky Rubio.
Just like that, it's a 9-point game.
Rubio is looking to get the pick there. The pick 6. Now here comes Mamoutoğlu. He dribbles into no man's land almost. Osman for 3. Had a hand in the face. Chacho looks up, but passes over. Now Rubio's going to pass it up to Gasol. A little touch pass. And Juancho and Gomez draws the foul. And just like that, the lead is 9, and Spain are going to the line. They're looking to fast break at every opportunity. And look at J.D. Osman telling the referee, watch the elbows.
Oh, and you see the follow through. J.D. Osman catching an elbow to the mouth. Sapahi checks into the game for Gouler.
You can't see it, but Sarica is really barking at the Japanese referee, trying to make the most really of the blood on the face of J.D. Osman.
Well, just 4 players right now on the floor for Turkey.
So these two countries have played in some big games over the years. At the EuroBasket in 2009, Turkey beat Spain and Poland and had them on the ropes in the tournament. And Spain didn't lose again and won the first EuroBasket title ever for them. Shanley out of the game. 4 fouls. And Martin Gomez makes both free throws. Kena Sapahi, the forgotten man, back out there.
Rubio, great ball pressure. See the quick feet.
Spain now say we can play some D too. Coxel over to Besioglu for 3. And Marcus All with the board.
Turkey now 2 for 16 from 3.
Teresa wants a timeout at the next dead ball. Pass back to Marc Gasol. Montreux and Gomez again, this time from the other wing. And the bump from Marc Gasol. Big bodies clashing, and number 3 on Mark. Was it 4?
No, they did. It was going to be 4, but the last time they gave a foul to Marcus Gasol to take it away. So it is just 3 after all.
Korkmaz behind, top of the arc, and that was only a 2, or top of the key rather.
That's been his spot throughout the tournament. He's going to take a number of long 2s.
Rubio gets to the baseline, nowhere to go, and then he was pushed. And also Korkmaz goes down, took a shot to the side. You can see he's holding his midsection there, kind of.
Kidney. Rodriguez almost travels here.
Korkmaz, yeah, Rodriguez called him inadvertently, I think. With 17 to go. Amatoglu back in for Koksal. It's got to be all about defensive pressure now for this Turkey team. Playing quick.
Okay, thank you.
9-point deficit for them. Besioglu on Rubio. Chacho. Rodriguez. Almost. Oh, it's kind of a desperation heave at the end of the shot clock.
Good defense again from Turkey, but can they capitalize now?
Korkmaz for 3. Good. He is feeling it right now, folks. Get ready. The city of brotherly love. You've got some special player coming your way. 20 for him. He is rising to the occasion. Here it is again. Look at it.
See the display of emotion.
Besioglu says, you're the man with a hot hand. You shoot it. First 3 for the game high 20 points.
Fans loving that one. Brings the lead down to 6.
Chance of defense. Or maybe it's turkey. One or the other.
You have to brush up on your Turkish there, Jeff. It sounds great, no matter what it is. It's loud, I know that.
They are pulling out a 2-2-1 press. And Rodriguez here is vital. Marc Gasol, obviously. I'm guessing he catch the inbounds pass and then hit somebody's streaking pass on the wing.
Marc Gasol, one of the smartest, not just big players, but players in general in the world.
Interesting, we haven't seen Willie Aaron Gomez much. The pass pass over to his brother Juancho. Shot clock winding down. The Pau Gasol to Rubio, wide open. Good! Who says that man can't hit the three-pointer? He's done it twice now.
There's a little bit too much room for Ricky Rubio in that last attempt.
And the LCD screen in front of the Spanish bench has fallen over. And I can only think that it's happened with the Spanish players getting up and being quite boisterous over there. See if you can see it fall. It's already fallen. Look, all the coaches were reacting. Got to be careful that doesn't fall on somebody. They picked it back up now.
See Osmond getting a little bit of medical attention.
First time for everything. I haven't seen that one before.
Solid screen though, still functioning.
Yeah, you have to admire the quality of that. Saricha, Couler.
But again, that last possession, Rubio with no one even in the vicinity. Like a practice shot. We saw him in practice knocking it down consistently.
Looks on and he's crazy. I say this as a compliment to Turkish fans. Seen a lot of incredible moments with the likes of Hedu Petoglu leading them to the podium back in 2001 at the EuroBasket, but they had the Abdi Apechi. Then obviously 2010 when they hosted the World Cup and finished runners-up to Kevin Durant and co. of the USA. And here they are trying to have another special moment. Still plenty of time for them.
No question. They've been getting stops, multiple possessions. So again, Spain just hasn't been able to even crack 20 points in the quarter. They came in averaging 90 points a game in the tournament. I think we're almost ready to go here. Referee giving a thumbs up.
Basketball really at its best. The underdogs at home going up against the real giants, the kings of Spain. Mamatoglu pulls back and gets it to Erden. Now Erden needs to make the killer pass. Gets it to Besioglu, and he does get it off just in time. Or did he? No, he did not. So surprise that time by Spain.
Yeah, you saw a great double team on Mamatoglu, taking a number of seconds off the shot clock and forcing Turkey to really a poor shot, given how big every possession is now.
Now Rubio is fouled by Besioglu.
And Rubio turning on the speed bursts.
Yeah, that's a good call. Don't forget we've also got Russia and Croatia to follow this one. What a day of basketball. Already had Latvia winning, Serbia winning, now Spain on top of Turkey. Rubio goes behind the back. And another foul called. That is the fifth foul, yes it is. So free throws now for Ricky Rubio. Spain in the bonus for the final 4.5 minutes.
And Rubio coming in shooting 93% to the line.
I'm sure folks in Salt Lake City will be giving him a hearty welcome.
Yeah, change of scenery for Ricky after spending his first few years in Minnesota. Still going to be cold where he is, though.
It's going to be what?
Still going to be cold where he is.
Yeah, I think he might like that warmer weather. Nevertheless, an 11-point lead for Spain. 4:31 remaining. Turkey called timeout.
Rubio has 7 points already in the fourth quarter. Him and Sergio Rodriguez providing a lot of scoring punches for Spain in the second half.
13 of 18 now Spain at the line. And Turkey perfect 9 of 9. What can Turkey do, in your opinion, that might get them level, force overtime, or get the win?
Well, obviously they need to score points in bunches and quickly so they can set up their press. They forced Spain into some turnovers, granted just 9. They've been able to score 10 points off of those turnovers. Can they keep that up? Can we get Cedi Osman back in the game? Get some clean looks for either him or Mamutoglu or Korkmaz, obviously, who has 50 points.
I think you have to have Korkmaz in the game and Cedi Osman. Cedi Osman left with the bloodied lip or mouth with 7.5 minutes to go. He was in there kind of playing defense against Juancho Hernan Gomez and caught what appeared to be an elbow from Juancho. Cedi Osman is back in, and he's got the bandage you can see on his mouth. Mamutoglu puts it up and scores with the left hand, reverse layup. So that cuts it back to 9, and now some pressure. That's all Goulet is saying. I need some help here, fellas.
Spain content to use up some clock.
Chacho to Rubio. Good!
Tell you what, Jeff, we've seen it before. He's a clutch player, big tournaments, delivering yet again the Spanish jersey.
Mamutoglu for 3. So you got the best three-point shooter, or one of them, at the EuroBasket this one. You got Rubio stepping up and hitting 3 big ones, and also drilling some free throws. Gasol, soft release, and the ball just hits the rim. It falls through the hoop, and the lead now 14.
Again, ever since Turkey cut it to 3, Spain able to go on a run.
Well, they got it 3 at the end of the third, didn't they? And then Rodriguez hit the key 3 at the end of the quarter. Marc Gasol claiming he had position.
That is now Marc Gasol's workout.
A foul call.
Credit goes to Ricky Rubio, fighting to get through that screen, able to draw the foul on Semi-Urdan. He wasn't set.
So the life almost feels like it's been sucked out of this arena. Rubio into Marc Gasol, short, and the ball goes off of Gasol's foot. Well, 2:34 remaining. And Turkey up against it now. Biggest lead of the game for Spain was 12 points before this. So it is the biggest deficit they've faced. Chacho fouls Mamutoglu.
13 fouls. Spain still with fouls to give.
If Spain hold on and win this one, I mean, you got to say it's going to make them better. They've had to fight through some adversity here, haven't they? Tough crowd. Team playing them really hard.
Yeah, not the best performances from some of their key players.
And quick pass to Airden.
The shot clock expires. Nice pass inside on the Koglu to Airden.
And Cedi Osman goes up, and now Rubio holding his left thigh, is it? Look. A quick pass to Airden.
He's been quiet, just 4 points. Again, we highlighted him the early going of the game, scoring in double figures each time out. Hasn't been able to produce here tonight.
So the foul puts Rubio on the line, and as you said, a 90+% free throw shooter.
Cedi Osman really having a tough night. Obviously got the elbow to the face, but just 2 of 7, 8 points for Cedi. Has given them 3 assists, 2 steals, and 4 rebounds. But they needed his scoring, and he just hasn't been able to provide it here tonight.
Well, still early in his career, but without question, tough opponents tonight. Now Osman for 3. And that was long, and now Pau Gasol has it. And Rodriguez dancing around. You know, we haven't really talked about Spain and where they are as a national team program in terms of generational changes and whatever, but alley-oop, and he doesn't dunk it, just lays it up. Some national teams will struggle as they go from one era to the next, and of course it still helps to have a lot of these veterans that got Gasol's around, but you can also see some of these young guys coming up, and also Rubio now taking more of a leadership role in this team, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he's 26 years old now. He's been with the program since before he was 18, really. And they've done a great job mentoring him through the program. Obviously, he loves playing for Spain. Coming out of the game now, as Juan Carlos Navarro checks in. See that lovely alley-oop pass. Rodriguez fooling everybody. Looks like a shot, but definitely gets the assist on that one.
And you got Rodriguez also, who has a lot of experience with Spain. You know, he made his first appearance at the World Cup when they won it in 2006 in Japan. He was out of it for a few years after he went to the NBA, but then he returned to Spain and came back into the team. He was Juancho and Gomez. So
that guy right there, just 21 years old, definitely part of that big future for Spain alongside Ricky Rubio, his brother Willie, and Sastre. And again, this scoreboard, I know they're down 17 and it feels like a blowout, but it's been a great game for Turkey.
Yeah, absolutely. Ball goes out of bounds. Also Oriola. A lot of these Spain players not getting as many minutes tonight will figure in the World Cup qualifiers. That'll be tipping off in November. And you have to say also that Rodriguez, dribbling the ball now, was really the player, in my opinion, that hit probably the biggest shots for Spain tonight.
Yeah, he made the big plays when they counted.
So Ufuk Sorica and Pau Gasol, ever the good sport, goes up and congratulates. It's been a hotly contested fight. Both coaches congratulate one another on a good game. And at the end of the day, I think we expected this outcome. 73-56, Spain win to march into the quarterfinals and host Turkey go out of the tournament.
See these Turkish fans standing up, applauding their national team. So much pride in the way they've been able to play in all 6 games. See the statistics there. Turkey 3 of 20 from the three-pointers.
Three-point shooting for Spain led by Ricky Rubio. And he was 3 of 6 from deep. And Turkey matched Spain on the boards, but Spain had those 22 assists to 16. And you know, we talk about the Turkish defense, but also the Spain actually had one more steal. Spain had the 3 blocks. Rubio finished with 15. Korkmaz had the game high 20. Airden did get the double digits with the rebounds. kind of got the feeling with Pau Gasol tonight with the 7 rebounds and his scoring. Look at that, Rodriguez with 3 steals. Yeah, Pau didn't, I don't know if he didn't sense the need to have to take over or if it was kind of like choose your battles.
Yeah, Paul, you know, obviously, it's not even, we can talk about his talent all night, but 11 points, 7 rebounds, while he seemed to be in cruise control. Also had 4 assists and those 2 big blocks. So Paul Gasol helping in so many ways, and that's the one thing about the Spanish team, they can hurt you with literally every single player on the roster contributing. You see 4 guys in double figures, and then Juancho and Gomez with 8 points, all in the 4th quarter. So, you know, you never know where that punch is going to come from. This time it was Rubio. You see him, a bit of a controversial play, is kicks that left foot out. But he was very, very strong down the stretch. Went perfect from the field.
That was an angle that we hadn't seen during the game. It looked a little bit more like Mamutoglu ran over Gasol, but then you're right. It seemed almost as if Rubio did trip. We'll have to see it again. But here's Rodriguez and making the pass there to Gasol. It was his big 3, really, at the end of the 3rd quarter, which took some of the steam out of the comeback, didn't it? Because then Spain were able to turn it on again at the start of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that. They cut down to 3 on a big play. Then you get the buzzer beater to push it back out to 6 right before the start of the 4th. And, you know, instead of that huddle, instead of the fans going crazy throughout the 3rd quarter, the 4th quarter transition, they got to make it a little bit more silent. Obviously, it was a more of a 2-possession game, and then Spain able to come out early in the 4th and push that lead out.
Well, Spain are going to have some tough
shot
games.
right here.
This was it right at the end of the 3rd. How big was that? I mean, that was massive. That, for me, was the run buster. Just real quickly, Turkey have really put on a good show, not only as a host for this EuroBasket, but the way they have brought their team out and played, not just tonight, but all tournament long. They've come out and they've played hard. They've given their youngsters like Kane Sapahi here, Jetty Osman, Furkan Korkmaz valuable minutes. They've gotten to play against the likes of Pau Gasol, Ricky Rubio, Marc Gasol, all of these guys. And this, again, is the national team, in my opinion, that's moving in the right direction. And I think they've got a great chance to qualify for the FIBA Basketball World Cup in China, and then to have a chance to qualify for the Olympics. For Spain, next up, Germany. So Germany, you've had a chance to look at them tonight. Maybe they've seen an area or two that they could exploit, but probably, quite possibly, certainly in the modern era, looking at the greatest run for any national team in international basketball, what we're seeing out of Spain, dating back to 2001. And of course, getting that world title in 2006, and just ever since then, always being in the hunt for medals, whether it's gold, silver, or bronze, for spots on the podium. Is one of the bright spots for Turkey tonight and this tournament, Furkan Korkmaz. And for Spain, it's mission accomplished. So it's enhorabuena, or felicidades todos, to all of you in the land of the bull, in the land of Spain, and the land of the Gasols and the Navarros. You move on to the tournament, and Turkey, it's you've hit the end of the road. Thanks for watching, everybody.